What is up, guys? Orbital-Pilot back here once again in the world of Warthunder. This time taking out the Bf-109 K4 in some realistic battles. I wanted to do a two-part video, one being fully stock and the next one, of course, being fully upgraded, just to see how the actual comparison is between a fully upgraded K4 and a stock K4. I'm praying, in fact, that it's a massive difference, because this plane needs a lot of help. Now, first things first, if I sound a little bit different, it's probably because I've recorded this video 3 separate times, and every single time I've somehow accidentally deleted the file. Now, I'm not sure how that's possible, because, I mean, I'm not always the brightest person ever, but, you know, most of the time smarter than that. But, yeah, 4th time recording, this should be the best one, I mean, statistically, so, I mean, let's hope it is. So, K4, climbing up to 7,000 meters. Although this plane doesn't climb amazing, it's not terrible. Engine does lack horsepower, it seems. But at this high tier, every plane, I'm not sorry guys, not high tier, at this high elevation, this plane really seems to perform just as well as the Spitfires, even the Griffins, which is quite impressive. So Spitfire tries to pull ahead on, there's no way. I'm going to stick to it because he has 4 20mm and I have 1 30mm. Yeah, let's talk about that real quick. 1 30mm. Although you would think it's better than 1 20mm, you might be absolutely wrong. 20mm has a higher velocity, it has a far higher actual shot per minute, which is what you need in a plane. And right now, this, okay, I'm gonna give you guys a demonstration or an analogy. This is kind of like trying to throw a rock at a dude who's sprinting 50 meters away from you, but the rock weighs 15 pounds. Now 15 pounds may not seem a lot, but try to throw a 15-pound rock 50 meters and you'll see how that is. That's about the bullet drop for this 30mm cannon. Now, I'm not sure why the Germans would put this in their planes. Of course, the Me-262 has 4 of them. It's a little bit of a different story. But you're also going much faster. Now, as we can see, once they connect, they do decent damage. The problem is getting them to connect. Now, Spitfire goes under me. Yeah, I don't know how this guy is still flying, but he seems to be just fine. He has his left wing critically damaged, his cooling system critically damaged, and he's leaking oil. But Spitfires are, you know, the best. No, but he seems to be doing fairly well somehow. Mark 22 takes it under. Luckily enough, I used that roll rate, although I am just inches off of shooting him. Like I said, 20mm, that probably would have been a much closer kill. If it had even hit, I don't know. But the 30mm, just not nearly enough lead. You need a lot of lead for this 30mm. It's not something like, of course, the Hunters. I wish that'd be amazing, but it's not like the Horton 229, where the 30mm have a really high velocity. No, these are pretty much the exact opposite. But enough on the cannons. Let's talk about recent updates. With 1.65, you were given the option, once you unlock it, to, of course, take the 30mm out and reinstall a 20, which is what I will be doing. And I swear, although I can't find this in the change logs, so don't, you know, take it with a grain of salt, I swear this thing performs better, at least engine-wise. Before, it felt like a complete brick, although now I can actually do some decent maneuvers and it climbs decently well. Now, of course, D13s, Focke-Wulf 190 D13s, F8Fs, let's see, Spitfires Mark 22, 24, 16, 14, Mark 9s, they will still outclimb you. I know that was like pretty much everything you're about to face. But I'm hoping once it's upgraded, it's going to make a massive difference. At least I'm hoping. Because right now, pretty much everything outclimbs you. Now, try to put some shots into the Mark 22. Luckily enough, he was going to go down anyways, so it's probably a good thing I didn't get any shots on. So now they have 3 players left, and this is kind of where the game almost shifted, but didn't. Right now, everybody is low. And if they had 3 Spitfires or 2 Spitfires on a Tempest all up high, they actually might have had a chance. But instead, the Seafire gets taken down. The Tempest is about to crash, which leaves one lone Spitfire. Now, don't get me wrong, a Spitfire can do a lot of damage, but against 6 Germans, there's just no way. There's a limit to how good people can be, especially with a limited amount of ammunition. So right now, there's 2 things I could do. A, at the current point, I don't know the Tempest is about to crash, so I could go look for him, or I could go farm the RP from the ground targets. Now, right there, the Tempest crashed, so really I was like, he's probably in a bomber or something. I should probably just go farm the landing craft, because of course you're going to need the upgrades for this plane. And when you really can't perform at the level of the other Spitfires and the other planes, sometimes landing craft are your best option. Now, if you're the last guy, you kind of have a right and the responsibility to go look for the guy, but because there's like 6 other people around me, I don't really feel obligated. Now, luckily enough for me, the Spitfire pops up right behind my teammates, but he's also fairly high. And this is where I want to talk about actual energy retention. At around 300 miles an hour or so, 350, you will be able to gain at least another 1300 meters, which is fairly decent for a stock plane. Now, once again, all the planes I listed before could probably do better than that, but this plane is stock, so I'm trying to be nice to it. Although I'm hoping it's really one of those situations where a fully upgraded plane is going to make a massive difference. So, I mean, a guy can hope, I guess, right? But Spitfire takes it to a 109. The 109 was kind of dumb here. He should have stopped. He should have climbed a little bit more, because right now the Spitfire is going to have all the advantages. He came from a higher altitude, which means he's going to have more energy, more speed, more altitude. He probably has better firepower, and he probably has more of it. So right now he has pretty much every advantage in the book. 109 is not going to be able to outrun him. Luckily enough, he does keep him busy and keeps just out of his crosshairs long enough for me to actually start to get over there. Now, I have 14 rounds of ammunition left, so I really have to make the best use of it. So, like I said, 1.65 has seemed to improve this plane, although not by a ton. I do feel like it's a little bit better, and the 120mm in the nose should help quite a bit. So Spitfire tries to pull up in the vertical. Somehow he has dumped all of his energy. I'm not really sure how, unless he was in a scissors. He pulls straight up vertical. I'm not sure if he just didn't see me, but that was quite a dumb decision. Now, I may be a bad shot with the 30, but I'm not that bad. As you can see, once those 30s actually do line up and a couple fly in, it's a 30mm. Even if it's going slow, it's 30mm. Pretty much rips his plane in half. So guys, just to recap, this plane does have lackluster performance, at least stock, but once it's fully upgraded, I do intend to make another video. So guys, if you liked the video, hit that like and subscribe button, and let me know down below what you guys think about this plane. Do you love it, or do you hate it? So guys, until next time, be a good teammate, fly safe, and I'll see you guys next time.